Hello friends, welcome to our essay series. See, this is exclusively for those who are requesting me to make essays in English medium. Friends, see, English medium and Kannada medium, I'm giving content will be the same. Okay, and I have some advisors, the people who are writing essay in English medium. See, here you have to write your essay in simple language, means simple words. Don't expect if somebody is preparing for UPSC and if you write, very difficult words or something new words, people will understand. Don't think like that. Okay, try to write in simple words. And one more thing is, if you don't know that much Kannada, Kannada is also very important, friends, because you have to do translation. If you don't know Kannada that much, please do this practice. Okay, and translation practice is also very important because 10 marks that also plays very important role. That's why please practice this. Okay, see, today I am dealing with global warming and agriculture, global warming and sustainable agriculture, and even climate change and sustainable agriculture or agriculture, whatever it may be. Whichever type of questions comes on this topic, you can use this content. See, some people are asking me, sir, please put that PDF in Telegram group. One thing I want to make sure that, see, it is very clear I don't want to put PDF, because if I put PDF, everybody write same points. I don't want that. See, I am just guiding you people how to write it. Okay, so just take it like that and write your own essay in your own language. That is what my concern. If you try to mug up whatever essay I am giving or PDF I am giving in examination hall, what you will do if you don't recollect those words, whichever words I used? That's why, please, it is my humble request, prepare your own essay yourself in your own language. Definitely that will only help in examination hall. Okay, if I put everybody's essays and this PDF in group, that is not going to help you. See, the introduction of the essay, first part, it will be, if you want to write like that one thought about global warming, there is everything on the earth for fulfill our needs but not our greeds. You can write something like that. Otherwise, you can write with a historical background. See, before 1990, there was no industrialization in the world. If there is no industrialization, there is no climate change. There is no climate change, it means there was no global warming. Most of the world was dependent on agriculture only, including India. Before 1990, I am talking about, when globalization, privatization, these things took place. After that, the things started changing. That is what you can write in the history, or else you can write with the current affairs also. Today, see, Maldives, small island countries are submerged in water and sea levels are increasing. Rivers are definitely flowing, overflowing, and that is leading to flood also in many places. Like that, even you can take a current examples how the carbon emission is happening, or you can write a Delhi example also. Like in Delhi, people cannot see their faces in front of them, whoever is standing. In the night time, it becomes so worst because of these all human activities, and that is leading to a climate change. You can write like that also. Or else, see, here also I have given some introduction. How many lines your introduction should be? Max to max 8 to 10 lines, not more than that. Okay, and if you want to write in pages, like paragraphs should be there. Okay, in one page, two paragraphs must you have to write. If you want to write one more, you can write three paragraphs. That is really good. Okay, whatever thoughts you are sharing about regarding this essay, you can start with a new paragraph. That will make you, even evaluator feel good, because you are telling him different points with through those paragraphs. Okay, that will be appreciated. See, climate change and agriculture are interrelated process, no doubt in that, both are interrelated. one are responsible for another reason. Even agriculture is also responsible for global warming and climate change. Remember this point, friends. Okay, both of which takes place on a global scale, no doubt. Even developed countries and developing countries both are using agriculture as their development tool, because both, developed countries and developing countries both need food, right? That's why agriculture and definitely climate plays important role. Climate change affects farming in number of ways, no doubt. How many number of ways it is affecting, I will tell you, including to the changes in the average temperature. See, today it is a winter in India, right? Most of the part of the India, it is a winter, but see how much sunlight is there, how much heat is there, temperature is increasing, right? In summer, again, rainfalls takes place. So these are the seasonal changes are happening. Rainfall, temperature. See, when the rainfall about to take place, that time it is not coming, but in the other season it is coming. Climate extremes, these become world phenomena today. You can give an example of Amazon forest firing and Australian forest firings. Such examples you can give. And heat waves are definitely increasing. Change in pests and diseases also, today it become a big problem for Indian farmers. And changes in atmospheric carbon dioxide. See, that's why conference of parties 2023, it is going on in Dubai. So these are the things they want to talk, and they want to curb the carbon emission, and they even want to make it zero emission. India is targeting by 2070. Okay, you can write these all points. Ground level ozone concentrations, changes in the nutritional quality, definitely friends, this is leading to even nutritional quality effects also of some foods. And changes in the sea level have become major problem. Okay, you can write whole lot of issues in this. And the people who did not see the video of sustainable development goals, please see that. That is mother of all the essays, because that will help you to write other essays, even including climate change. This is also one of the sustainable development goal is there. Okay, to make a resilient and sustainable agriculture. See, next paragraph, how will you will start. Climate change is already affecting agriculture with effects in unevenly distribution across the world. See, food basket have been changed. Further, a climate change will likely and negatively affect crop production. See, most of the time this climate change is affecting negatively only for agriculture sector. Latitude countries, while affects northern latitudes, may be positive or negative, but climate change will probably increase the risk of food insecurity throughout the world. And for especially for developing countries, vulnerable groups are suffering because of this. Okay, and that's why global south are more suffering because of climate change. See, what are the effects, you can write these data also, they will fetch you extra marks, friends. America may lose 1 to 21% of its arable land. See, agriculture land will be lost. And in Africa 1 to 18%, and Europe 11 to 17%, and India 20 to 40%. That will be huge number, friends. So this is how arable lands are losing these countries because of climate change. Okay, because after the so many changes, people cannot grow any crops in this area. Okay, some effects of global warming on agriculture. See, you can make a picture, you can put a diagram, or else you can how attractively it is possible to interpret your points, you can do it. Okay, whatever way, I am giving you some hints here. Okay, increased frequency of weather, extreme storms, flood, droughts, these are increasing. And loss of biodiversity in fragile environment and tropical forests, loss of fertile coastal lands caused by rising sea level, and longer growing seasons in cool areas. Definitely, even growing, the time period is also increasing because of climate change. Okay, more unpredictable farming conditions in the tropical areas, increase in increase in incidence of pest and vector-borne diseases, yes, they are also increasing. And dramatic changes in distribution and quantities of fish and seafoods. Okay, see, even the fish farmers also suffering because of this, friends. And how to start, see, this is all introduction. Overall, I have covered lot of points. You can write these points properly and make one different essays, 2 to 3 essays you can write, whatever content I am giving here. Okay, see how climate change or global warming is affecting agriculture sector. Point wise I am going to tell you, and you can make a note on this and you write your own explanation. Use my points and use your own explanation, because in examination hall, see, if 1,000 people or 10,000 people are watching this video, everybody say write same points. I don't want that. Points will be okay, but explanation also, if it is same, then whoever is checking the papers, he may get confused. That's why prepare your own explanation, friends, in your own language. That is the final solution, what I feel. Okay, first point, what will be the first effect and what should we do to make a sustainable agriculture, also I will see. Video may be long, but I want to tell you everything which is related to this topic, so that you no need to search multiple sources for this essay. The accelerating phase of climate change combined with a global population and income growth threatens for food security everywhere in the world. Yes, okay, see, the accelerating phase of global temperature definitely creating a lot of challenges. And with a combination of, one way population is growing, another way income growth is also there, but it is all threatening for food security, because global warming is affecting our climate. Okay, and if climate is affected, agriculture will be affected. Okay, next, agriculture is extremely vulnerable. Definitely, if you consider industry and primary sector will be most affected, because entire agriculture sector is dependent on weather condition only. Whenever rainfall takes place, then only crop will come, otherwise it won't. Okay, higher temperature are definitely leading to more vulnerable of this sector, friends, and yields of the desirable crops, while encouraging the weed and pest protection, have become major problem in the world, not only in India. And the pesticides, number of pesticides, using of pesticides also increased, because of lot of diseases to those crops, and that these all are responsible for yield. Okay, lesser yield in the agriculture sector. Next, heat waves can cause extreme heat. Definitely, whenever there is a heat waves occurs, and you cannot expect any crop to grow. See, this year in Karnataka there is no proper rainfall, right? That's why life cycle of any plant, animals, everything have changed. That's why pollination, pod or fruit sets, these all like multiple crops, whoever whichever farmer is expecting, he is not getting multiple crops because of very less rainfall this year, and heavy rains that often result in flooding. See, in some places heavy rain takes place, in some places no rainfall. This is all because of definitely this global warming. See, right, like this, recently Assam, you can write an example, one glacier, because of a glacier melt, there is a flood in the Assam region, and that's why thousands of people drowned in that flood. So see, because of this is also happened because of global warming only. You can give a live example. And in Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, wherever there is a glaciers, they are melting because of the overheating of the temperature. Okay, so some places heavy rain takes place, in some places no rainfall only. So such kind of the problems are more in the developing countries, because we are unable to manage such things. Next, the overall impacts. If you look at overall impact on agriculture, in many way farmers are expected to be a negative, threatening global food security. See, that's why farming is no in anymore attractive sector in India. That's why, see, today only 50% of the people are indulging in agriculture. Earlier, when we got independence, 90% of the people used to depend on agriculture. See where we reached. Maybe in next 20-30 years it may be reaching 20%, even 10% also, because agriculture is not a profitable business because of climate change, and farmers are always in loss. Okay, next 6 points: changing the precipitation pattern. See, a lot of times this precipitation pattern is changing. Whenever there is a summer, rainfalls comes at that time. Whenever there is a winter, that time overheating will be there. So that's why changing in the precipitation pattern is also because of global warming, friends. Okay, so dry periods becoming dry, and even the crops which used to take 6 months of time, now it is taking 8 months to 9 months time. So that these all are happening because of definitely climate change or global warming. You can write like that. Changing the temperature pattern, in hilly areas it will be different, in terrain areas it will be different, in flat areas it will be different. Rising average temperature, more extreme heat throughout the year, not only in one season. If it is okay if it is there in only summer, but that becoming extreme. See, in Karnataka only some places experiences too much hot. Okay, in the summer, I cannot we cannot expect that much heat in Karnataka, because Kannadigas always experience always moderate weather condition. But because of this global warming, these all problems are taking place, friends. North Karnataka is suffering because of drought, and South Karnataka, some places we are getting floods. Floods are also increasing because we never expected that much rain in that region, and always that more rains takes place, then it will lead to flood. And many agricultural regions of the country, including Midwest and Southern Plains, and even in America, California, almost every year there is a flooding. Okay, and due to this, even sea level is also increasing. Okay, frequent intensity of floodings on the farm are definitely making costly. Okay, the even their life become a costly, and even livestock are also facing lot of problem. Accelerate soil erosion, definitely flooding will accelerate the soil erosion, pollute water, damage roads, bridges, schools, and other infrastructure facilities. Okay, because of global warming, so many social and infrastructure losses are coming. Okay, you can write like this only. Okay, and droughts. See, if you look at earlier also drought system is there, but very rarely it used to happen, like 5 years 10 years gap. But today it is like 1 year 2 year gap only that drought is taking place. Today in Karnataka, lot of places, almost full Karnataka, it's facing this drought problem. This year there is no rainfall, and most notably, this leads to overheating of the temperature. We don't know whether next year there is a proper rainfall or not. Even our meteorological department of India is also unable to predict properly because of El Nino and La Nino. Such kind of global phenomena are occurring or affecting Indian agriculture also. Okay, this year because of La Nino there is a drought. Next year there is a because of El Nino there may be a flood. Okay, so you can write such examples and points like that. Okay, next, change in crop and in livestock viability. See, definitely we are changing a lot of crop patterns. Okay, because of this, if you take examples like farmers choose crop varieties and animal breeds which are like, even there is a less rainfall, that animal or plant should survive. When you are searching such kind of things which are not suitable to your locality, then again farmers are facing losses because of this. If you look at, see, when it comes to bt crops, they are pest resistant, and even you can use those seeds again and again, and after that very less fertilizer can be used, and such kind of the things. Even if there is any drought, they can resist such situation. But everything was false, that information was false, because when farmers believe these all things and they put that pt crops, then they come to know the reality none of them are not working, because when weather condition is extreme, no crop or no seed can do anything, friends. That's why today these all things are happening because of mankind, because of we are responsible for all these things. Okay, changing crop patterns and even animal breeds, these all changing. Next, see, I'm giving you extra points, friends. You can utilize these points. Okay, new pests, pathogens, and weed problems. Throughout the world, pests and pathogens and new weeds are coming. Okay, these all the problems faced by even developed and developing countries. Developed countries somehow they can manage it, but developing countries it become very difficult. Just as a farmers will need to find a new crops every year, new crops every year, new crops. How farmers will survive? Livestock and practices they will have to cope up with. Okay, that become a big challenge for these farmers. And insect or weed that couldn't thrive north of any part of the world. Okay, see, perfect fit going to forward, the farmers will have to adopt this. So all new pests, pathogens and weeds they about to come, they are already started coming, and maybe in future more such things will come because of global warming and climate change. Okay, next, degraded soils. Definitely whenever there is a flood, definitely degraded soil you can experience. Whenever there is a less rainfall or drought, definitely again this degraded soil become a major problem. Over rainfall, degraded soil, and less rainfall, degraded soil. This is the problem. Typical monoculture cropping is also one problem. If you look at all the developing countries, at least Asian countries are using their land for agriculture purpose. African countries are not using their land for agriculture purpose. First and foremost thing, whenever rainfalls takes place, in that is not there in culture to utilize that entire land for agriculture purpose. That's why, see, today India and China they are using African land for agriculture purpose. Okay, China purchased lot of land in agriculture because that soil is fertile. If you look at modern agriculture in India, if you look at green revolution belt and China, yield rate is definitely high. They use a lot of fertilizer. That's why soil lost the fertility. That's why they are using the gypsum, and they are trying to rejuvenate that soil and all those things. That is not happening. That's why they are looking forward for African continent, because that resources are less tapped in that continent. That's why people are looking there. Okay, these practices leaves a soil low organic matter and prevent formation of deep complex root system. When you are preventing this deep complex root system, then definitely so you cannot expect a fertile soil. So on top of that, flood and droughts are major responsible for this. Next, simplified landscapes. Today if you look at entire world, the landscapes, see, industrialization have become a major issue for the world, and people believe that profit is the major thing, and that's why more than 50% of the people are living in urban areas today, and it is going to be 70% also by next 10-20 years, because everybody want to work in industrial sector. Unorganized sector also that will be okay if they are not getting an opportunity in organized sector. But the thing is, they want to shift to cities because of infrastructure and availability of more facilities. Industrial agriculture is more profitable than current agriculture system. See, they can ask question like this also, they can ask essay like this also, industrial agriculture. Okay, they can use this phrase also. What is the meaning of industrial agriculture? See, currently lot of Indian farmers are growing crops and many other things for their family purpose and the population of India, that purpose only. But if we adopt industrial agriculture, everything will be commercialized. Okay, capitalist agriculture will come into force, and whatever crops they are growing, they will protect more crops and they will sell it for more prices, and they can use those food grains for different variety of foods also. Then definitely they can export it for other countries. Even though if Indian people are facing a lot of food problem, they can export these industrial agriculture products for other countries. And whatever they do, they will do it for profit purpose. See, today food grains, pre-food grains were distributed in the ration shops, but when you adopt industrial agriculture, it's very difficult to do it. Okay, that's why simplified landscapes today, cities are becoming concrete jungles. That's why there is no penetration of water, groundwater is not recharging, and if somebody is occupying that land for industry purpose, see, lot of agriculture land will be lost because of this reason. Because uh, wherever there is a desert type of area and wasteland is there, industrial people cannot go there and they won't establish industry there, because they face lot of infrastructure, especially like transportation problem. That's why they look after very nearby city area, and that may be a agricultural land, and they will give a lot of money to farmers, and farmers are very happy and they'll sell the land. But surrounding land also these industries occupies, and that become slowly exploitation. This is how industrial agriculture works, friends. Okay, and lot of factories will be opened. Okay, ecosystem, they really don't care. Minimal biodiversity over wide area of land, definitely. Why do they care about biodiversity or animals or human beings or drinking water and all those things? They just look at the profit. This lack of diversity in farming operations exposes the farmers to a greater risk, and even amplifies the climate impacts such as changes in crop viability, and encourages pests also for this. Okay, definitely, when there is a more industrialization. Last point, you can see intensive inputs. When you are expecting more products, when you are expecting more profit, then what you will do, you will start putting extra fertilizers, you will start finding the seeds which are more yield rate is there, and such things are very costly. And first and foremost thing, you bring such things, but climate definitely is not going to cooperate with you. When it is not coping with you, then definitely soil erosion and increase of pest problems, heavy use of such chemicals will increase the pollution level also. Okay, burden faced by the downstorms and communities as such. Because if you use more fertilizer, then even contaminated water become a big problem. Okay, that's why intensive inputs also sometime definitely proves the costliest thing for this earth, mother earth. See, 14 points I covered. So you can write very good essay with 8 points. You can put 8 points and you can explain those points in your own language. That is more than enough, friends. Any type of, like, three type of essays I already told you. Okay, how will these industrially amplified climate change impacts or affect the people in general? Like, personally, how farmers will be affected. See, farmer residents of the rural community, first and foremost thing, farmers lives in rural area, and all of us who rely on the food farmers produces in a variety of ways. Okay, we are definitely dependent on farming sector, but even we are facing lot of inflation problem. When farmers are facing global warming, they cannot go grow variety of crops. When they are not growing variety of crops, few crops chased by many people, that will lead to increase of inflation also. As summer heat intensifies, the farmers and the farm workers will face increasingly grueling and potentially unsafe working condition. See, because of heat problem, lot of time these laborers face that stroke issues and heart issues and all those things. Especially after COVID, it become a more health problematic. Okay, and agriculture laborers don't have even any form of security. Then who is willing to work in agriculture sector? That's why this sector is facing lot of labor scarcity. Okay, if in future that artificial intelligence come into force, and when more number of farmers start using that, maybe this agriculture labor problem can be solved with that. But we have to wait and see and experiment such things. Accelerating crop failures, livestock losses will make a farmers with a access to insurance or disaster relief program. Many times, as Rajiv Gandhi said, because of more corruption in India, if central government releases 1 rupee to the farmers, and it will only reach 25 paise to that farmer, means that type of corruption is there. And definitely taxpayer funded money, even taxpayers also very less. Agriculture means farmers are exempted from income tax, and farming communities will be among first to feel the way, like extreme weathers and extreme rainfall, agriculture impacts and water scarcity. These are all the things because these farmers are living in rural area. Drinking water and fishery, these all the sector faces lot of problem when there is no proper water management. Okay, nationwide reductions to the agriculture productivity, not only nationwide, global reduction of agriculture productivity, or sudden losses of crops or livestock will likely have a ripple effect, including increased food prices and a greater food security as well. Okay, and what are the policy are required for coming out of this problem? We need to work on these policies, because in future we may face more and more problem with related to climate change. Okay, first and foremost thing, how can we overcome of this problem? Invest in public research. This is lowest in India, friends, because this sector is neglected, especially investment in public research. Until we do it, we cannot find a solution for our farmers problem. Publicly funded research providers are there in India, and farmers with the tools and information, they need to maximize efficiency and productivity in the agriculture sector. With the climate change, farmers need more scientific approach before than ever, and that's why we need such farmers, so that definitely a lot of things can change with the farming community also. Okay, next, extend conservation programs. Yes, soil conservation, crop conservation and equally water conservation programs need to be worked out, because even central government should help state governments in this regard. Then only we can come out of this major problems of the farmers. See, when there is a expand of conservation program, definitely when there is a drought or flood situation, that time we won't face any serious problems. Next, strengthen safety nets. Definitely when we think of future, we need to strengthen the safety nets and make them drivers of the resilience. Definitely agriculture should be a drivers of the resilience. Then other sectors are definitely following this sector. Okay, forward looking policy can do farms across the country will challenged, and some more than others. Okay, this includes a better crop insurance programs, health care access for farmers. We need to provide them. Today farmers are not having such facility, friends. And finally, achieve zero emission. This is also very important. How can we make agriculture resilient agriculture sustainable agriculture? For that you can use these 4 points. Okay, we need to prioritize policies to drastically reduce our climate change or climate emissions, and we need to take immediate effect. Okay, withdrawal from the Paris agreement, these all created a lot of problems. In Paris everybody pledged to take like they are going to reduce the carbon dioxide emission, but when Donald Trump took back step, then every leaders, other leaders also not shown any interest. Majority of the developed countries are not supporting because they are the only responsible for problem of this global warming. See, today Maldives has not done anything wrong or not responsible for global warming because there is no agriculture, there is no more population. Entire administration means entire country's economy is dependent on tourism. But Maldives is facing more problem than the industrialized countries. That is what wrong, right? So you can give so many current examples on this. Okay, next, reducing damage by making farm more resilient. How can you make more resilient? See, our farms and farming communities do not have to be a sitting like a duck for a climate impacts. Okay, forward looking farmers are definitely looking the solutions, and scientists should guide in a correct way, okay, in a right way. Then our farmers can also do wonders. That's why if you look at our country's history, 75 years of independence, farming community definitely have taken bold decisions, and they are helpful for our country's growth. That's why Jai Jawan Jai Kisan, if you have heard this slogan, that is like it shows that how important farmers are our country. See, build healthier soil, that is very important. If you are building healthier soils, then crops will be automatically healthy. Okay, next, make farms stronger by reducing them as a diverse agro ecosystems. Very important, friends. Diversity is very important. If you follow only one crop pattern throughout the year, then that soil will not be a fertile. Okay, if you want a fertile soil, then you need to rotate the crops. We need to give a scientific approach to the farmers with regard to this. Next, develop a new crop variety and livestock breeds and farm practices specifically designed to help farmers to adapt and evolve climate realities. Very important, friends. We need to adopt and we need to develop different variety of crops because our agriculture industries, because our agriculture universities are working on this. They need to work more and more to make our farmers in a safer world. If we want to create safer world, these all are important. Okay, and if somebody want to write an international agreements like Kyoto Protocol, or you can write even Earth Summit 1992, or even you can write Dubai COP 28. Okay, so COP 28, what is going on, and definitely these, even you can write Montreal Protocol on ozone layer. So international agreements also plays important role for your points. You can write the international community and national community have taken several measures, but still that problem is going on. You can write like that. Okay, and in the last segments I am coming to conclusion now. Okay, how can you conclude an essay? See, the people who want to write essay in Kannada medium, you can use this source for translation purpose. Okay, that will be helpful. Global warming is our planet's greatest existential threat, no doubt in that. Okay, this is one of the greatest that we can, Earth atmosphere can change at any point in time because of global warming. It may be our country's mistake only. It may be mistake from other countries, but we can suffer because of this problem. That is what global warming means. One country may be responsible for more, but we all are suffering from it. If we do not limit a greenhouse gas emission from the burning of the fossil fuels, the consequence of rising a global temperature include a massive crop and fishery collapse. No doubt in that, these all things are coming under loss because of global warming only. Disappearance of hundreds of thousands of species, no doubt they have become extinct, they have become vulnerable today. Entire communities becoming uninhabitable, definitely. Okay, they cannot stay anywhere. While these outcomes may still be avoidable, climate change is already causing a suffering and death also in the world. Okay, you can put a full stop with a positive note that if we work out with these all basic things, definitely we can overcome out of this climate change problem or this global warming problem, and how can we make a resilient and sustainable agriculture also. See, I covered almost all the points, friends. Those who are writing essay in English medium, you can utilize these points and make sure that you have given explanation in your language and in your words, and try to use simple words, because don't expect KEA people will understand your big words or more like intellectual vocabularies. Okay, try to write in simple words. If you are not comfortable with Kannada, definitely write it in English medium, but simple language will be more helpful, and proper introduction and what are the problems and what are the solutions, how we can make agriculture a resilient, these all the points should be covered. As you people requested me to make one video in English medium, I have shown you how to start an introduction and how to make a body and all those things. Okay, if you want more essays in English medium, definitely I can do it, friends, because I like to do it in English medium. But the thing is, time is very less. Another one or two, definitely I will do it. You can tell me which essay you want in English medium, definitely I will help you. Okay, this is what I wanted to clarify. Don't expect PDF. You will get so many sources, but the thing is, you end of the day in examination hall you will write in your own language. That is only final. That's why practice yourself. It may be Kannada medium or English medium, so only practice makes man perfect. And especially those who feel that I cannot write or I don't understand Kannada, please I request you to practice that translation, because that plays very important role. Still time is there, and if you write every day one essay, one translation, that is going to help you in a huge way, friends. That's why please practice it. And almost every day I'm putting essay video on my channel, and keep watching these essays. And if you like, share with your friends also, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, friends.